So I apologize for having these be a couple hours late, but unfortunately, when Marvel Rivals is apparently going to be dropping their updates, it's going to be about 3 a.m. my time. So when I get up, I'll be dropping these videos. And here, let's take a look at the first patch for Marvel Rivals version 20241210. Greeting Rivals, we're here to give you the scoop on this version's update. We noticed some spots on the edge of the new map would cause characters to become stuck. We've had a look at the entire map. We've done our best to fix these bugs. However, further adjustments may still be needed to fully resolve the issue. So we ask you for understanding while we continue looking into it and working on ways to prevent this from happening again. Without further ado, here's the details. First, we have platforms general. While playing highlights and recordings, crosshair deviation would be significant, and there's a possibility for lag. This issue has been resolved. Changing where highlights were saved would cause the game to crash. This issue has been resolved. Players joining a quick match as a replacement may not be able to see heroes equipped costumes. Resolved. Mission progress on the Seize event screen would not display correctly. Resolved. Fix some textual errors. More fixes will be coming in the future. After a crash, the game had a chance to freeze for a long period of time before closing. This issue has been resolved, and now the game will close normally after crashing. And fix some relatively common crash issues. Maps and game modes. On certain maps, particularly Hydra Base, Hell's Heaven, and Clintar's Symbiotic Surface, special collisions on the edge would cause players' character to become stuck or clipped through the entire stage areas. These issues have been largely resolved, but as it affects multiple maps and areas, and the bug may be present elsewhere. While we continue to work on fixing such issues and developing a solution to thoroughly prevent them. And the foggy areas of Intergalactic Empire Wakanda, both Hall of Djala and Burn-in T'Challa, fog would disappear from Hela and Storm's perspective while they activated their ultimates. This issue has been resolved. After Jeff the Landshark was revived while in the fog, his teammates and enemies would not be able to see special effects of Joyful Splash. This issue has been resolved. In Hydra Base, Hell's Heaven, Frozen Airfield, and Comp, if the player was KO'd while moving near a target area, it would cause the lights to behave abnormally. Resolved. During matches, disconnecting and reconnecting could cause desynchronization of some doors, i.e. doors look to be closed, but players could walk right through them, or a door looked to be open, but a player couldn't walk through them. This issue has been resolved. At Hydra Base, Hell's Heaven, Eldritch Monument, while the target area of ascending or descending, if Adam Warlock used ultimate, his teammates would potentially revive and be stuck beneath the terrain if they were right on the target area platform. This issue has been resolved. I'm back. Oh, I'm not. When the target area is ascending or descending, Thor and Loki were revived by Hela's team up. They would potentially be stuck beneath the terrain. No, also revived underground. Well, that's also been fixed. When the target area is ascending or descending, if Jeff the Landshark used his ultimate to devour characters, they would potentially become stuck beneath the terrain if they were right on the target area platform. This has also been resolved. Man, there was a lot of people being stuck under the floor. I think I have that happen like one time. When the target area is ascending or descending, if Winter Soldier hit an enemy with his ultimate, they landed right on target area platform. Damage may have been lost. That is interesting to know because last night during comp, I had that happen and I was like, I just hit them dead on and nothing happened. So this issue has been resolved. So I'm glad to hear if that's been fixed because that might have actually cost us a match. When switching between rounds in competitive, if the destination was not the last stage of map, it would cause vehicles' effective range to not display when approached the destination, impacting determination of effective occupation range. This issue has been resolved. Upon reaching the third round in competitive convoy or convergence, heroes had a chance to carry over their ultimate energy from the second round. This issue has been resolved. Heroes will no longer inherit their ultimate energy. So that's what they did with maps. Here's the heroes that have been changed. When Wolverine had his Deadpool Wolverine costume equipped, no ability lines other than Undying Animal would play. This issue has been resolved. Star-Lord's Guardian of the Galaxy Volume 3 animation played. Sound effects would not be played in result screen. This issue has been fixed. When Iron Fist used pings, the corresponding voice lines would not be triggered. Fixed. Description for ADS sensitivity in Black Widow's settings were incorrect. This issue has been resolved. Now that could be interesting. I might have to play around with that. In certain situations, Black Widow's ultimate would not recover energy as intended. Resolved. In certain extreme situations, Captain America's ultimate wouldn't end as intended. The endless Captain America running around. This has been fixed. When Doctor Strange's portals triggered terrain KOs, this would mistakenly restore Doctor Strange's ultimate energy. For now, we have disabled portals. Terrain KO attribution to temporarily fix this issue, i.e., terrain KOs would not count toward Doctor Strange's own KOs. Rest assured, this bug will be resolved in a future update, at which time we will restore the portal's KO to attribution. So, looks like if you're playing a Strange, there's no portals until the next patch. Now, if it's quick like this one, we're probably looking at a couple of days, but that's something to pay attention to if you are a Doctor Strange user. PC using FSR 3 frame generation technology to modify the resolution could cause memory leaks resulting in blurry models. This has been fixed. And on console, after equipping PlayStation's bundle Scarlet Spider costume, restarting the game could cause the costume not display correctly as equipped. This issue has been resolved. I was actually working on a video last night and I kept trying to equip it, and every time I did, it just wouldn't work, and I was just like, all right, screw it. Apparently I can't equip this costume. We'll also be keeping an eye out for frequency of different bugs and fixing them as fast as we can. We also have another patch in the works, this time with new content. Be sure to follow our socials for the latest news. Overall, this is exactly what you would expect from a first patch. We're fixing a bunch of bugs, stuff that we didn't realize was there, or stuff that was just causing issues probably coming from the earlier models, like people spawning underneath the Hydra map, or, you know, people's costumes not working, people's voice lines not working. These are major problems. The only thing that's kind of weird is the whole issue with Doctor Strange, but I guess portals will be back. I don't play a lot of Doctor Strange, so it won't affect me, but I do know people who main him, and I feel like that will probably be problematic for them for the next couple of days until that resolves. As I said earlier, these are going to be patch notes that I try to get out as quickly as I can, although the problem is they drop at like 3 my time. So what do you think of the first Marvel Rivals update? Are you enjoying the game? Are you still playing? Are you having fun with the first, well, like 5 days of Marvel Rivals? I want to hear your thoughts in the comments below. As always, thanks for watching, and later, mates.